Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. In this video, we will learn some important points related to the lesson Reading and Analysis of Maps from the 8th class Social Studies textbook. A map, unlike a photograph, does not show any real features. A map is used by geographers to show features and information that we consider important about a place. For example, distribution of rainfall, soil types, population, etc. Map making in India. We have a prehistoric painting from Jawara in Madhya Pradesh showing land, water, and the skies. Cosmographic speculation continued in the Vedic and Puranic times when it was thought that the earth had 7 islands surrounded by 7 seas, arranged in a concentric circle with Mount Meru at the center. India was located on one of the islands called Jambudvipa. Architects prepared elaborate plans for Vedic sacrificial altars and buildings, and a few sketches of these have survived, especially from the medieval period. The understanding of latitudes and longitudes helped in fixing location of various places. We find Aryabhatta using these concepts in the 5th century Common Era. In the Mughal times, Indian map makers were introduced to the methods of Central Asian map makers, and an atlas was prepared in Jaunpur in the 17th century by Sadiq Isfahan. He used latitudes and longitudes to determine location of places in his maps. By the end of the Mughal period, when the British began mapping India, some of the earliest surviving maps were made by Sumerians about 4000 years ago. The Sumerian temples owned large tracts of land and they had to keep an account of income from the lands. They tried to keep records of the lands with the help of maps. Let's see the Sumerian clay tablet. Babylonians made some of the earliest world maps. The maps which are drawn on a clay tablet were about 2600 years ago. They imagined the world as a round disk. The inner circle had all the cities, villages, rivers, marshes, and mountains they knew about. The city of Babylon was shown in the middle. Beyond the inner circle was Bitter River or saltwater ocean in which there were 7 triangular oceans. Greek geographers like Anaximander and Hecataeus of Miletus and Herodotus also prepared world maps by arranging places from east to west and north to south. Their ideas were similar to the Babylonians, who believed that the earth was a round disk surrounded by ocean water. In the below map, they placed Greece in the middle of the map. They also divided the world into 3 continents: Europe, Libya, and Asia, all of which were separated by the Mediterranean Sea. The Greeks and after them the Romans were greatly interested in making maps and knowing about places near and far. Alexander, a Greek king who tried to conquer the whole world and came as far as India some 2300 years ago. Similarly, Roman traders had established trading centers on Indian coasts to which they came by ships. Maps became useful and necessary for them. The Greeks tried to make the maps accurate with the help of longitudes and latitudes. They tried to find out a set of places where the midday occurred at the same time. These places were joined together with a line from north to south. This was the meridian or longitude. They also tried to draw latitudes by connecting places which had equal length of shadow at noon. With the help of these two kinds of lines, they drew a grid on the map and located all the places from east to west and north to south along these lines. Preparing these lines accurately was not an easy task, and it took about 2000 years to finally get correct longitudes and latitudes. Ptolemy was one of the most famous geographers of the ancient world who prepared detailed maps of the world using these lines. Most of these ancient maps give more correct information of Europe and nearby countries. They usually place Greece or Rome in the middle of the map. The books of Ptolemy were used by the Arab scholars and sailors to prepare maps. One famous Arab map maker, Al Idrisi, prepared a world map for his king in 1154 Common Era. The map with legends written in Arabic, while showing the Eurasian continent fully, shows only the northern part of the African continent and lacks details of the Southern Africa and Southeast Asia. Look at the map which was prepared by Al-Idrisi. This map shows the south towards the top of the map and north towards the bottom. It places Arabia prominently in the center of the map. Thank you for watching our videos. To get a notification of our further videos, make sure to subscribe our channel.